Hello, third graders. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready too. We are going to be looking at how we decompose some of other factors. So, what do I remember when we did this? Oh, remember long time ago. Well, not that long ago, right? Back when you were little. You're all grown up now. Remember when we did these types of problems and we said, all right, well, this 12 is the same as 10 and 2. So if we know our 12's great, but probably not. And we definitely don't know our 13s and 14s very well. I don't know, maybe you do, but I don't know all my 14s all the way to 14 times 14. Woo, that'd be hard. But that 12 is worth 10 and 2. So we can just take this 10 times 6 and the 2 times 6. Right? If you want to do the big number times 6, then you can just break it up into 2 parts and do those times 6. Well, 10 times 6 is 60, and 2 times 6 is 12. And so then we have to put those together and get 72. Remember that? All right. How about 14 times 5? Let's have you help me. The 14. Let's split it into what? What can we split it into that's easy? 10 and 4, right? 10 and 4. Now, could we split it into 7 and 7? Yes, right? I'm going to really focus on the place values here, though, with you today. Okay, so 10 times 4. And nope, not times 4. 10 times 5. Right? So I'm doing this 10 right here times the 5 and then 4 times 5. All right, what are my products here? What's 10 times 5? 50. And what's 4 times 5? 20. And put those together. What's our answer? It is 70. Okay. Here's one for you to try all by yourself. 13 times 4. Use your notebook paper or a dry erase board. Write that problem down. Break the 13 into 2 parts. And then when you're all done, type in the answer. Okay. Answer is 52. If you didn't have 52, or even if you did, watch here carefully. So 13, I'm going to make this 10 and 3. So 10 times 4 and 3 times 4. We don't want to multiply these numbers together because they're part of the same number, right? You don't multiply a number inside of itself. This would be 40. This would be 12. And here is the 52. All right, so remember when we did that? We are going to decompose some even larger factors. Yay! Right? So when we say decompose, we're taking apart. That's what we were doing here, right? When we took apart this 13 and made it 10 and 3, decompose means to break down. So we're going to break down some even larger numbers. Our objective, our goal here is to be able to multiply correctly by decomposing large factors. These are going to be even bigger than these 12s and 13s and 14s that we saw before. And there is our standard. Now, just a little hint, right? When you're multiplying, most things in third grade are going to have an answer that's 100 or less. So if you get an answer that's like 2062, then you probably didn't do something quite right. All right, Mr. White will do one of these all the way through for you to watch. Here we have 24 times 3. All right, well, I've got a couple ways that I could do this, okay? I could take 24 and I'm going to break it into 10, 10, and 4. Right? And I'll show you a different way. So then I would need to do 10 times 3 equals 30. And another 10 times 3 equals another 30. And 4 times 3 equals 12. Okay, so notice I took each one of my parts and I multiplied it times the other factor. Okay, I can add those up and get 72. So 72 is our answer here. Now, one alternative here, let's rewind this and let me give you one other idea. You could, if you're feeling real good about this, you could say make this 20 and this 4. Now, you would have to be able to do 20 times 3. So you'd have to think, all right, 20, 40, 60. And then 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. This one gets 72 also. Okay, so if you want to keep this together, this tens place, you can. Or you can split it into 10 and 10. Either one works because if two people do it different ways, they should get the same answer if they did everything correctly. All right, you ready to help me? Here we have 36. Obviously, we need to break up the 36. What do you want to break 36 into? All right. I'm going to start with the one that I heard called 10, 10, and 10, and 6. 10, 10, 10, and 6. So we're going to be multiplying all of these parts times the 2. So 10 times 2, and another 10 times 2, and another 10 times 2, and then 6 times 2. So if I do this, I would get 20, and 20 again. I should have let you tell me that. And 20 again. And then what would you get here for the last one? You would get 12. And then what do I need to do? Oops. What do I need to do with these parts here? What do I need to do to get my answer? Add them up, right? All right, go ahead and add that up for me. What do you get? 72. That's funny. Wasn't the last one 72 also? Oh my goodness. What a coincidence. Don't worry. The answer, when you divide or when you multiply, the answer is not always 72. Now, some other people way back when I was asking this first question right here, I said, how could we break this together? Some people said 10, 10, 10, and 2. Other people might have said, all right, this is 30 and 6. Okay, so we would do 30 times 2 and 6 times 2. Now, if you know so think about times 2, that's just doubling something. So if you have 30 and 30 more, how much is that? That's 60, right? And then 6 times 2 is still 12, and our answer here is 72. All right, let's see if we can get the answer not to be 72. Oh, phew. This one's not going to be 72. All right, it's yours to try. Grab your paper, grab your dry erase board or whatever you are writing on, and I want you to take apart, decompose the 24, and then we'll check and see how you did. All right, guys, ready? I am going to make this 10, 10, and 4. Because I know my 10s, right? So 10, 10, and 4. So when you did this, you should have had 10 times 4, 10 times 4 again, and then 4 times 4. Check your work as I go through this. If you didn't write this down, I can't help you as much, right? You have to be responsible and make sure that you are writing down the problems and trying them. It's important for us to know how to be able to do these. Here we have 40. Here we have another 40. 4 times 4 is 16. That's a square. And then if you add these up correctly, you would get 96. Yay, our answer wasn't 72. Hooray! It's 96. Remember, we said that in 3rd grade. our answers are generally almost always going to be 100 or less. It doesn't mean we can't have bigger answers than that every once in a while, but that's what we have most of the time. All right, just want to show that one other way, right? If you had broken this up differently, you said 20 and 4, right? 20 times 4, not this times this 4, but we're multiplying times that 4. And 4 times 4, this would give us 80. This would give us 16. And when we add those up, we get the same 96. All right, that's what we're working on today, third graders, being able to multiply correctly by decomposing large factors. Okay, you'll have some problems over on Canvas for you to be able to do. These are all going to need to be written down on a piece of paper. These are not in your head problems, right? These are not mental math problems. We do have some of those sometimes, but not these. All right, if you need any help with anything, third graders, reach out and let me know. And good luck.